Hi there, we're just going to plant loads of seeds. We've planted loads of pots here and we've got some sunflower seeds out of this packet here. But we've also got some other seeds which are from a real sunflower. So we're going to put them different and we're going to label them up differently. So hopefully we've got the red pens, the green pen. Where's the green pen? So these, we've made the hole, we got this thing, I don't know what this is called, some weird tool. Put these in here like that, one in each. Like that, nice and quick. We've made the holes ready, it takes half thing. So this tray, we're all going to have the packet out of this, but then we're going to use this one here and we're going to label them up differently, so when they grow we know which ones were good and which ones weren't. These seeds aren't that big. I've seen larger seeds than this years ago. The best time I ever grew them was about 15 years ago. They were way taller than me, but these ones should be okay. You can even get red sunflowers, and in France you see them a lot and they turn towards the sun, which is quite good. I think that's why they look a bit like sun, but they also turn towards the sun. So in these big French fields, you see hundreds of them turn as the sun turns around, they turn around towards the sun. I will need to water all these, so I haven't put any seeds in these yet, so I'm going to do those with the other one. So they go there, out the way. I'm going to move these later when I'm done. There's loads of holes here as well. I'm going to do these ones, but then I'm going to go and do something else in these ones. So these ones are going to have the other seeds in and we're going to label them up. Only one real seed in each. Sometimes I put two in, but then sometimes these pots aren't big enough though, so that once they start coming up I will have to move them sometimes because they soon run out of soil, because they grow really pretty quickly, these two. Two in here, four more in here, might be two in that one, so it's a bit small. And these ones don't cost so much because they're just from an old sunflower, so I can afford to be a bit more generous with these. Actually I might put two of those. That's it. Then I've got some other seeds here. I've got some basil seeds here. Basil grows quite well. I've had some in a competition years ago. They made their own pesto and they won a £1,000 first prize years ago. That was one whole packet there. Didn't look a lot in there. Hardly any seeds. It's like it's like a little gift packet type thing. I've got some chilli seeds here. Chilies are good if you ever grow them. Then what's left of them you can freeze them or pickle them or make something with them. So I'll just rip it again. Seems I can't get into it. There are chilli seeds. Well, quite a few chilli seeds as you can see. There might be enough for this one here, so we're gonna try and put maybe one in each one, one or two in each one. These like it nice hot weather. Oh, it's April at the moment. I think it's about April the 9th at the moment. So a little bit over the top of here. So I'm going to have to remember which ones are. It's going to go there, but I've got these labels here which are really good. With the pen, I'm going to label it out straight away before I forget, before the wind blows these away. So that's the basil. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to put that there for a minute with something on top so we don't forget and it don't blow away. Okay, now we've got, I don't know if this will work. I saw this, so you can actually plant this and it should grow into an onion. I'm not sure if this is actually going to work. We've also got some other ones here. So I've got some fennel here. Is it fennel? Yes, it is fennel. So this one here, fennel, I'm going to grow 2 lots of fennel, or at least 1 lot of fennel here. It looks like there's a chilli seed here. Put these in my hand to get them out easier. Fennel's good with fish. Couple in here. This tray is going to be fennel. Some of these seed packets are really old. We're doing this because the corona's shut down. Everything's shut down, so I thought I'd do loads of planting, use all the seeds up. So that one's fennel. Going to put that one on there in a minute. We've also got some soil. I planted some of this a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to show you that. These seeds I'm going to put somewhere else as well. I've got some potatoes here now. It's 9th of April. As you can see here, these potatoes, well out of date, 25th of January. Somebody gave me these a few weeks ago and I thought they weren't good enough to eat, so I'm going to plant them. So we're going to come over here, all the way around the garden. I've already got the pot ready. I've got one of these old plastic buckets. There's a real big one here. I need some drainage. I've already drilled loads of holes. As you can see, I'm going to drill some holes in it at the bottom. So you don't want too much liquid in. I've put loads in just to show you how easy it is with a drill. So if you can get the big old buckets, you can use these. All I'm going to do is just throw these all in here. They're all going to go in here. As you can see, the roots up there, just going to plant them about a few inches below the ground. These definitely grow. I've done this loads of times before with any old potatoes. If they start rooting, I don't throw them away, I'll just normally plant them. Try and make sure there's no daylight gets to them, because that's one of the reasons they will go green. So in here, there's some compost underneath out of my compost bin, about 2/3 of the way up. I'm just going to make sure I'm going to put some more soil on top of them. Actually, as you can see them, but you want them a little bit deeper really. Maybe I should have had it a little bit shallower. Then I could have just tipped maybe a bucket of soil on top, would have been an easier way to do that. Now the onion that I had, I'm going to put in here as well, because then onion with all the vegetables, potato will be quite good together. So I'm going to definitely go and put some more soil on there, so they're completely covered, another inch or two of soil. Bring up the wrapper, then we're going to come back to here. I've got some sorrel. As you can see, we've labelled it up here. So it's already there. That was, I think I planted that about 2 weeks ago. That's oregano. We've got some different herbs here. Parsley, different type of parsley, sage, curly leaf parsley, 2 types of thymes there, chives, more sage. So this parsley plant here was in a small pot, as you can see it come out of here. I'm going to plant it in here, because then it will do so much better. So put it in here, plant it in here. Now in a few weeks time, this will be a lot better. It needs more, the bigger the pot the better. That's why things grown in the ground are sometimes a bit better. So that goes in here. Now I'm going to do some more sunflowers over here. Now this is a great tool here. I'm getting on a bit, so I can push myself up with this. Plus, if you're kneeling on the concrete, it's a lot more comfortable. On the grass, it's not actually so bad. So sorrel. So I've got some sorrel here, so I'm just going to put sorrel in this one here, I think. I've used most of it up the other day, but I saved a bit, because then once it comes up, if you've got lettuce, it's a bit like lettuce. It comes up and you have a big lot at one time, but it's better to plant some every 2 weeks or every week. So every week you've got a little crop to come. Then beetroot. I like this beetroot here. I've got this ready to plant. It's got this nice little tag in it, which is good here. I'll put a yellow one in just in case that blows away. Hopefully I know what this looks like, because it's got quite distinctive when it comes up. It's got like a green and red leaf, but some of it, when it comes up, it's quite hard to tell what it is. Don't worry too much if your seeds are out of date, because that sorrel that I planted, I didn't know if it would come up or not, but I remember it being quite a way out of date, a couple of years out of date, but it was still fine, so don't worry about that. Beetroot seeds here, so I make a little bit of a run here, a bit similar to like growing carrots. These are a root vegetable. Obviously mainly for salads, but you can use them in other things. I quite like them warm. I've actually ate too much of it on several occasions, and if you know that, you'll know exactly what happened to me if you eat too much of this. So in there, I'll probably put a little bit more soil on there. A little bit more soil on there. I'm going to make sure I water all these. They definitely need watering. I've put a tray underneath, because then when it's dry, if you don't water it, you can, so I'm going to put a little bit of soil at one end. I'm going to use the rest of this up actually. I'll spread them out a bit. You can put them in nice neat rows if you're doing them in the garden, but I know this is all beetroot, so it won't go everywhere. So these ones here, I'm going to grow all of these today, or most of them, because no good keeping them. I've got all these plant pots here, I don't know if you can see them all, quite a few. I don't think I've got any other seeds, so I'm going to probably plant at least 2 or 3 in each one. They might not all take, so at least then they do, and I can move them into the garden or give them away to other people. Okay, thank you. I will try and show you in about a few weeks' time. Either put the video on together or put another one to match this. You can see how well they've gone. This is a few weeks later after planting them. As you can see, these are all sunflowers there. This one looks the best one. I think it's because it's in a slightly larger pot. So this one here, as you can see, is in a large pot. It's bigger than some of the ones in the smaller pot. Here's dill, so we've got some dill. There's some dill here. Parsley's gone a bit yellow. We've got a few strawberry plants that somebody gave me since then. The rocket's overgrown a bit. The parsley's here. This is the sorrel. It's gone over a bit now. So this is sorrel. It's gone. We've had a bit of that, and I've actually moved some from here to here, and there's some at the front. This is oregano. This is these are going to seed now. These are chive flowers. Sage, I gave some of that away. I've dug some out and gave some of that away. And these are some of the biggest sunflowers. And we're going to plant them straight away in a minute. That's why. Now in this one here, I've only grown these the other day, about a week ago. They're watercress, which I don't normally grow. In the end one, there's going to be beetroot, if you remember, and not done very well whatsoever, but my son is the most impressed with this one over here. I don't know if you remember, we planted here some potatoes which were well out of date, and as you can see, it's probably about 3 or 4 weeks they've actually grown. You don't normally pick them till they flower, so it could be a while. We've also got some courgette plants growing here. Normally they're better to grow in a greenhouse. This is I've put in here because that was from green beans last time, so we might not need that. We've got some apple trees here, so the apple is one apple tree there. This one's got quite a few apples on this year. That's more than, I think they're apples. They might not even be apples actually, because I can't remember what was on this last time. I've not labelled it up very well. Next one over here. These ones are, yeah, I think they are apple trees, because these ones are definitely apple trees, because there's some on these last year. There's a few on this one last year, more on it than this year. Anyway, so as you can see, they've grown quite a lot. Thank you.